Alrighty, welcome to another Pioneer Masters draft where I have opened an Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. Ashiok's very good and limited. 3 mana, you immediately play it, +2 it goes up to 5 loyalty. The +2 exile in their top 3 is a really fast clock, and it can even just -X if you hit something good. So, slamming that, passing Legion Loyalist. Oh, I do like a Jessian Thief. Gatebreaker Ram, the Gates theme is cool. Inax and Siamede is totally a great card, but it's an easy Ashiok. Like, come on. What are we going to do, right? Lifelink Renowned 1. When it hits the opposing player gets a counter, sure. Oath of Jace. Draw 3, discard 2. Oh, and I scry the number of planeswalkers I control. There's also Artisan of Forms. The blue heroic stuff isn't that good. How good is this? Draw 3, discard 2. Not that good. The Ingenious Scob is decent. I mean, the best card in this pack is probably Thunderclap Wyvern. This card is like pretty reasonable. Oracle's fine. Draw 3, discard 2. Let's Oath of Jace. Let's just take the blue card. Oh, now I can take a Jwari Disruption. I do like that. There's also Dreadbore, little Grixis action, but Jwari Disruption's a pretty good card. If it's in your opening hand, it's going to be really good, and then you can also just play it as a land. Like, it actually does kind of what the spell lands really want to do, which is the spell is narrow but good in the right situation, and then the land is, good if you need another land. So I really like having access to it. Plus, this way I didn't have to go into another color, which is also really nice. All right, and here, Fell Stinger, 3 mana, 3/2 Death Touch, and you can exploit a creature to draw 2, lose 2. Not bad. Yeah, I don't really want Opal Lake Gatekeepers or Palaka Predations. Sarkhan's cool, but I don't really need to take a bunch of colors. I could just take a decent black card, so that is in fact exactly what I'll do. And then here, okay, we got some good options. There's Obnick's Cruelty, which is pretty good. Just removal spell that exiles 3 mana for -5/-5. An Angler and a Possessed Scob. I mean, I like Possessed Scob a lot, but I think I should just take the removal spell. Removal spells with Planeswalkers. Really nice little combo. And I think I'd rather take the cheaper removal spell than the more expensive kind of card advantage card. Even though I really would like Possessed Scob in this deck, I'm going to start with the Obnick's Cruelty and could use some cheaper cards here in a constant battle, right? And then here, okay, there's an Ingenious Scob. There's also the Artisan of Forms again, but not really into that. Halo Scarab is just okay. I'll take the Ingenious Scob. I think that this card is reasonable. 3 mana, 2/3 prowess, and you get to fiddle with its stats if you need to, is pretty nice. Good blocker. Could use a good sack fodder for this Fell Stinger, like, some kind of Ravenous Rat style card. But we'll see what we pick up. Well, here there's a Dimir Guildgate, a Zulaport Cutthroat, and a Sanitarium Skeleton. I mean, the skeleton is nice with Fell Stinger, and I guess discarding it to Oath of Jace isn't too bad. Zulaport Cutthroat is a pretty solid card, though. I think I'd rather just take the Cutthroat and hope to pick up some more cheap creatures, though. There's also Urban Evolution and District Guide and Lumbering Falls. Some decent cards, but still kind of want to stay 2 colors. Yeah, I don't really want Tormented Hero, Cloudfin Raptor, but I like Baleful Eidolon. 2 mana, 1/1 Death Touch is kind of what this deck wants anyway, and the Bestow ability is pretty strong, so let's just take that. All right, I like how this is shaping up. Ooh, Jessian Thief came back. Yeah, I will take that. 3 mana, 1/3 prowess, then it hits them draw a card is really good if you back it up with some removal. And as much as I like Baleful Eidolon, I think that the Thief is a pretty good one. Now I'll just take Artisan of Forms, though I don't really anticipate playing it. Okay. I like this pack. I mean, blue seems open. Black seems maybe open. There was a late Cutthroat, late Eidolon, but green definitely was open. So red and white seem less open. Oh, a Gurmag Angler. The first one of these is worth a lot, especially with things like Oath of Jace to fill your graveyard. Having 1 Delve card in your deck is pretty good. It uses that resource nicely. Sack this to make 3 Eldrazi's, a spell land, or a gate thing. I guess I'll take the spell land, but it's also a spell for prowess, which is kind of nice. I don't know. It's okay. Okay, the second Gurmag Angler is a little weaker than the first one, but I still would play 2 if I got enough card draw and discard. I think Artisan of Forms is not very good. It is permanent. It's not till end of turn. So if you have a way to turn it into something big, it'll stay there. All right, a second Palaka Predation. I mean, again, it's good with Gurmag Angler because it's a spell that goes to the graveyard, but don't really, I'm not that excited. It's just 3-drop the deck here. But Hopefully we can get some cheaper interaction later. All right, last pick, blue card. Why not? Oh, there's a Tasigur. There's also Dreadhound, Notion Thief, Tomebound Lich. Oh, I do like this card a lot. Honestly, I'm going to take the Lich, I think. It draws and discards a Death Touch Lifelinker is exactly what this deck wants. It's a 3-drop, which is this deck's theme. Actually, I really would love a Consider, but as much as I like Tasigur, I have 2 Gurmag Anglers, which are potentially even better anyway. So I don't think they're better, but I think that they're close enough that I think Tomebound Lich enabling them is going to be a lot stronger. Essence Scatter, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. A 2-mana play that goes to the graveyard is nice. So I'll take that. There's also a Pilgrim's Eye there, but I think Essence Scatter is easily the pick. And then here, I guess I'll take Nimbus Naiad. That card's okay. 3-mana 2/2 flyer, and then the Bestow ability is actually fairly powerful. Not the most excited about another kind of slow card, a 3-drop that you could sometimes be a 5-drop. Though it is good on Jesse and Thief. I still just need more 2-mana plays is what I need. And then here, well, destroy a creature, give them a 3/3 isn't really what I had in mind. So I guess I'll just take another Obnick's Cruelty. Sylvan Primordial's big. But yeah, Obnick's Cruelty is good. What do I not like here? I mean, the Pelakka Predations kind of don't count because they're lands. I might play them as like one of those, like 16 land plus 2 of those or something. Destroy Disruption, I'm going to count that as part of my curve because it's actually relevant in terms of like what I'm presenting in the early game. And yeah, I really don't mind most of the rest of this stuff. Again, a little clustered on 3s, but I think that could still work out okay. Oh, well, I'm never passing a Dinrova Horror. I mean, I still like Possessed Skob, and Clutch of Currents isn't bad. It's bounce a thing, and you pay 5 mana, you can make one of your lands a 3/3. And Undead Butler is also just a decent thing to play early, but I love Dinrova Horror. You don't understand. I'm going to take this card. I also think it's really good. Bounce a permanent and they discard a card is really sick. In the late game, sometimes it just kills something if they have no cards in hand, or you just bounce their 5-mana play and they have to discard a card, and you're left with a 4/4 here. It's just a very strong card. Now, Return Centaur, I guess, sets up the 2 Gurmag Anglers pretty nicely. It's that or take a Dreadbore that I'm not very close to splashing. I guess I'll take the Return Centaur. It's not ideal. Plus, it mills any player for 4, so I could combine it with Ashiok to try to mill them out in some games too. Oh, Tidebinder Mage is nice. It's 2-mana 2/2, and then it locks down a red or green creature, so in some matchups it's just going to be awesome. And it's kind of hard to cast 2-mana 2/2, but this deck could use a 2-drop, so I'm probably going to main deck this even if, well, we're playing best of 1. But even if I was playing best of 3, I'd be main decking this because when you just play 40% of decks, assuming each color is distributed evenly, since each deck, each color is 20%, each deck has 2 colors, 40% of the time or so, you'll be playing as red or green. So that is a nice thing to have. And then here, I don't really want that. 1-mana 2/1 or the Halo Scarab. I don't really want an expensive card. I think I'll just take Halo Scarab. 2-mana 2/1, and then you can exile it from your graveyard to make a treasure. There's some ways to use that. I mean, I'm probably going to delve it away most of the time, but if I discard it or self-mill it, it's kind of a nice little bonus. And then here, okay, well, a bunch of expensive cards all wield. 4-mana 3/1, and it stops all their extra draws. Yeah, I'll take a Notion Thief. That could be sick. Another Return Centaur. I guess if I get enough of those, I really could just mill them out. I got plenty of playables here, so I'll be able to make some cuts as we go into pack 3. And then here, another Pelakka Predation or a Spawning Bed. I guess I'll just cut the Predation just to cut black. I'm not playing Spawning Bed here. And then here, I'll take a Nantuko Husk, but this is really not the deck for it, as you can tell. Sure, take whatever. All right, well, if I had my druthers, I would probably cut these Return Centaurs and maybe the Notion Thief. I don't know. What do we got? Oh, Stab Wound. What are you going to do? Stab me? Yeah, I'll take Stab Wound. It's a removal spell. Consider would be nice with all the the 2 Delve cards, but Stab Wound is still quite good. Begging for some 2-mana plays. Well, this does not have them. I don't really want Cavern Lampet, another Husk, a Windrider Patrol. I kind of want to just take Golgari Guildgate in case I end up splashing something. What a bad pack. Okay. Put a creature on top of his graveyard or his library, scry 1 versus 2 mana play. Oath of Liliana with Ashiok is funny because it's a 3 mana edict, and then when you play a Planeswalker, you get a 2/2. There's also Cloudfin Raptor, which I have a lot of creatures, so Cloudfin Raptor might be good. Brineborn Cutthroat doesn't seem amazing. I don't have that many instants. Honestly, I think I'll just take Cloudfin Raptor. There's also a Pilgrim's Eye there, but I'm just dying for cheaper plays. All right, as much as I like Soul Flare, again, I've got 2 Gurmag Anglers. I'm going to take Essence Scatter. I just need ways to win the game when I'm on the draw. Sometimes you go second, and now I'm getting to the point. Picking up those 2 cheap cards did help, but before that, it was not looking good. Ooh, another Essence Scatter or another Jessian Thief? Honestly, I think it's actually Essence Scatter. I think Essence Scatter is really good. Oh, Aetherling's pretty strong. 6 mana, 4/5. You can flicker it. You make it unblockable. You can pump it. And then I don't really want the Gatekeeper. All right, well, this makes me happy I took the Essence Scatter because it's a very powerful card. I guess Notion Thief could probably go. Honestly, these Return Centaurs can go. I don't need these. I'll manually play Gurmag Anglers and it'll be fine. Halo Scarab is also on the chopping block, but we'll see how the rest of these packs go. And then here, Behold Beyond. Sounds like a fun card. I'm not going to play it, though. Ooh, all right. Let's go ahead and take a Possessed Scob over a third Angler and an Ingenious Scob. Possessed Scob is great. And I need to cut a card now. That Halo Scarab is probably getting cut. Don't think I want Gateway Plaza. I'll take the Quagmire. Zulaport Cutthroat is not amazing, but it might gain me a couple life. Maybe I cut that also. And I look for one more playable here. I mean, I've got cards I could play if I need to. Notion Thief. I mean, cutting off extra card draw is kind of nice. I don't know. Notion Thief also seems pretty fun. I bet there's some matchups where it's really good. Plus, it's a flash creature I can keep up with Essence Scatter. All right, I'm in. Windrider Patrol. I don't think I'm in for that. I have Aetherling and Dinrovahor and Possessed Scob. I've got enough expensive cards. And I'll be playing 17 lands plus Jawari Disruption. And I have to decide if I want to play any Palaka Predations. I guess I could play 16 land plus a Palaka Predation and a Jawari Disruption. Yeah, that feels like it'd be decent. Oh, Oath of Liliana came back. There's also sack a creature, get a creature back, and get the other creature back. Very flavorful. I don't really have... No, this doesn't even work with it. I don't really have good combos with it. I guess I'll take the Liliana Oath, because if I draw it plus Ashiok, it's really strong. 3 mana Edict is not that good, to be honest. Is it better than an Ingenious Scob? I don't know. I'll take a Dreadhound. I don't think I'm going to play that one either. Dreadhound, I mean, it's kind of a powerful card. I mean, mill 3, and then it eats, or not eats, it pings them whenever a creature goes into a graveyard. How many creatures I end up with? 14. I still think Cloudfin Raptor is going to be decent here. You don't need very many counters before it's good. So let's just cut that and let's see what this looks like here. Cut one of each and boom. So 15 land. Oh, I need to cut one more card because I want to play 16 land plus the 2 spell lands. This is with the Oath of Liliana in. Do I like that better than an Ingenious Scob? Probably. Ingenious Scob doesn't look that good here either. All right, let's do it. All right, time for round 1 here. And what do we got? Not the best Cloudfin Raptor in the world, but I think it's still worth, playing in the deck for sure. And then I get to go Essence Scatter, Obnick's Cruelty into Possessed Scob. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. I don't mind them playing a Voyaging Satyr here either because it's a mana dork, and I'll just counter kill all the non-mana dorks. That'll be my plan. Consider, sure. Consider away. Didn't want the forest, huh? Archaeologist, I will Essence Scatter that. I feel like Using my mana there seems fine. Okay. Oh, Palaka Predation. Yeah. Seems like trading this card here is pretty good, probably. Chromantic Core and Void Widower. Okay. Interesting. I guess I'll take the Chromantic Core. This is a Clutch of Currents. It'll bounce a creature. I don't care about that. Yeah, sure. The reason I want to take Chromantic Core is I can't Essence Scatter the Chromantic Core, and it costs... They actually could technically even have played it next turn if they... Or not next turn, but soon if they found a red-white land. Oh, wow. Guild Summit. That was a good draw. Okay. I'll take one here. Because the Voyaging Satyr could do some untapping. Oh, yeah. This is great. Let's go Ashiok. Nug you for 3. Pass the turn. With a land, they can attack Ashiok with the Clutch of Currents. But then I get to, if I have a land, I can go replay Cloudfin Raptor and play Obnexus Cruelty. Oh, they didn't have the land. Ashiok is just going to tear them to pieces, really. Unless they have a removal spell in hand for it. Which, we know their last card is not a land. It'd be very odd if the way this was playing out this way, because with that being a land. Could be a tapped land. But if it was a Guildgate, they would have played it first. All right, yeah. Courier's Briefcase. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There's no creatures here, right? No. Skylasher's the only creature. All right. I'm just going to pass the turn here. Okay. All that's doing is getting you closer to decking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. I mean, Void Winter could come down next turn. This is going to be a Clutch of Currents, which I'm going to let happen. And then I'm going to Obnix's Cruelty here. Ashiok is just a ton of pressure. Well, Ashiok is pretty good against 5-color do-nothing decks, I'll tell you that much. So, I can't say that I mind this. So what's the plan here? Okay. Probably animating an island, I would imagine. Yep. And this also makes the Void Winter, delays that for a little bit. So, yep, Clutch of Currents, it happens. It tapped. It tapped it anyway. Well, I'm going to kill it anyway. It's fine. They'll be less tilted once I do this, because I was still just going to kill that. All right, draw. So 4, 5, 6. So they can't Void a Winter next turn, so I should just keep trucking here. Land, Cloudfin Raptor, Jessian Thief, and then it evolves the Raptor. And I guess if they have a 2-mana land, they could maybe... I don't think Ancient Tomb or City Traders is in the set, though. They can play Void Winter, yeah. Oh, they get to draw a card. I would be a lot more scared of this Guild Summit if I hadn't drawn Ashiok, because yeah, they're in a bit of trouble. Blood Baron of Vizkopa. Okay. Let's see. I've exiled a Skylasher. Yeah, I don't care about that. All right. Let's exile 3 more cards. Land 5. So now 8 mana. So now they could play Void Winnower here. Let's just cast the Nimbus Naiad. Pass the turn. And I can just double block Blood Baron. And I can still Essence Scatter the Void Winnower if they play a land and play it. And if not, I play Possessed Scob. Possessed Scob. I'll Essence Scatter that. Because we're getting to the point where Void Winnower is just not going to do the trick as well. So, that's a Shambling Vent. So just to see. Opponent can't cast spells or block creatures even mana values. Well, all my creatures have odd mana values, funnily enough. Nug you down to 6 cards. And I think I'll play Possessed Scob. Get back Obnix's Cruelty, because I know the Void Winter is coming down next turn. Unless they wanted to crack Courier's Briefcase. But I guess drawing 3 cards probably not a good idea with 3 cards in deck. Yeah, you got a Void Winter. And then what? All right. Trade for the Cloudfin Raptor. They're going to go down to 2 cards in deck. I don't think they could even finish if they wanted to. Oh, I can't cast that because it's an even cost. All right, well, pass the turn. I could actually take down the Void Winnower. I could block with, let's see. Possessed Scob and Jessian Thief, and then Obnix's Cruelty it. Well, that's what Ashiok's trying to do. Let's see if we can continue that, huh? All right, time for round 2 here. Yeah, on the play with Dub's Essence Scatter, and I've got a Baleful Eidolon, which I don't mind sacrificing to a Fell Stinger here, I don't think. In fact, that's just what I'm going to do. I won't have Essence Scatter up for the next 2 turns, but I have Obnix's Cruelty, so I'm not really that worried. And the Fell Stinger also can trade pretty nicely, so I think I'm pretty happy regardless of how this goes. And then at some point, Essence Scatters will be good. Yoink. I will draw 2, lose 2. No land, but that's okay. Nimbus Naiad. Sure, I'll trade. That's clearly what they want to do. It's fine. Then I'll play Jessian Thief. And now, if they play a creature, if they don't have a removal spell, I get to Obnix's Cruelty and attack and draw a card. And then maybe I have Essence Scatter up. Kiora. +1. Okay, prevent all damage. Jeez, okay. Sacrifice a creature of their choice. All right, let's Oath of Jace. Prowess, unfortunately, doesn't do much. Draw 3. Discard 2. Oath of actually, I drew my Planeswalker, so I will discard Stab Wound. And funnily enough, it might be Essence Scatter. No, it can just be Obnix's Cruelty. Discarding 2 removal spells is kind of funny, but it is what it is. -1, draw a card. And they're just going to keep plussing it. Okay. Sure. Okay. They hit Essence Scatter and a Lich. I guess I have my own Ashiok, but they're going to win the race so much faster. So let's go. Gurmag Angler. Actually, I'm just going to play Ashiok. The reason is I don't think I need Essence Scatter as much when I have Oath of Liliana. They have to play 2 creatures for it to really go badly. I really need them to play a creature, though. Double Planeswalker is a lot when I have Essence Scatter up each turn. Okay, just tap out for a random dorky creature. Not exactly what I had in mind. Okay. Okay, that is good. Nimbus Naiad is actually pretty decent. Let's see. They have Tomebound Lich or Dinrova Horde. Let's go Nug. 3 more cards. 20 cards, 16 cards. Bestow on the Jessian Thief. I think I'm just attacking Kiora here. Pass the turn. Weird game. I need them to not have something good this turn. They can now +1 on the Jessian Thief. But the Gurmag Angler will be good. And let's see, what did they exile? They exiled Possessed Scob, I guess. Sure. They're just nugging me for 3 more cards. Ashiok doesn't really do a good job of showing you what's under it, huh? And then they have Aetherling. And I have the Essence Scatter. Oh, yeah, this is classic. Okay, but it's okay. We still got some action here. Yeah, I guess I'll keep Aetherling on top. So now I could bounce the Aetherling with a thing. They could make this +1, -1. So I guess here's what I have to do. Because there's a Dinrova Horror under here, right? Yeah, there it is. That's how we figured it out. All right. I have 12 cards left. This is actually a really interesting game. They tapped their mana really wrong on Aetherling. Okay. And they're discarding their other card. Gurmag Angler attacks Kiora. They're going to block. And then I'm going to Oath of Liliana, kill the Cavern Lampad. And then I guess the beginning of end step, a Planeswalker didn't enter. I think I'm actually going to win this game. Yeah, they're nugging that. I mean, I guess they're going to put a creature into play with Ashiok. First, they're going to cast Aetherling, and then I'm going to Essence Scatter it. And then now they can put a creature into play with Ashiok. They can put a Possessed Scob into play and then get back what? A creature. I guess they could put a Possessed Scob into play, get back Sanitarium Skeleton. But that's going to... Oh, they're just going to get back Aetherling. Oh, yeah, that makes it way easier for me. All right, Notion Thief. I'm scrying. Yeah, no, this is actually good because I want to keep up Yes and Scatter anyway. And so now... I'm going to kill Ashiok. Sadly, I have to attack with both. I have 11 cards. I could actually give them the choice because that way they have to chump. Yeah, that's better because if they both attack one Planeswalker, they just let them both through. Now they have to block one and then they can choose, but I'll kill one Planeswalker. I can take another hit off Ashiok here. And they don't have anything else they can put into play. The Gurmag Angler is actually pretty good at that. And then I'm going to Ashiok them, play Notion Thief, Essence Scatter, Aetherling. All right. What a game, huh? This is really, really something. Oath of Jace and Oath of Liliana kind of doing work. Okay, so they're going to save their Kiora. Sure. It's fine with me. Oh, no, they're going to save Ashiok. All right. It's also fine with me. And pass the turn. Yeah, them tapping all their blue for the Aetherling really did end up costing them. I mean, that was just auto tapper, but so it goes. Turns out the Essence Scatters actually did the job, and boom. 2 Planeswalkers in play for a lot of turns, and we still emerged victorious. You love to see it, honestly. All right. 2-0, and on the draw here, but I'll keep. I've got 3, 4, and 6 on the draw, so Essence Scatter's our friend, right? And even if I don't draw that, if they don't have a 2-drop, then it looks like they do. I was going to say it could be okay. Oh, it's Courier's Briefcase. Yeah, that's not so bad, though. It makes the Oath of Liliana a lot worse, so That part's definitely unfortunate. Let's see what they got here. Outpost Siege. Yikes. Okay, so they're going to have cons, which is... And there's my Essence Scatter, which funnily enough wouldn't have actually helped here. I'm just going to play the Nimbus Naiad, I think. They get to exile the top card and play it this turn. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, not keeping up Essence Scatter didn't work out well, but against Outpost Siege, I can't really just sit there. All right. Pass the turn. Yeah, we're not going to win this one, are we? No, we are not. Scytheclaw Raptor. Horribly mana inefficient, but what am I going to do? Just stampeding Elkert because they're Goreclaw? Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, that's kind of nice. Oh, I guess I should have even played Prelock or Predation. Oh, who am I even kidding? I can't even come close to winning this game. They're drawing 2 cards a turn. They've got a million things. They're just going to be able to play a bunch of stuff cheaply. That was a beating of a game for sure. Okay. 2-1. Winning the game with all the Planeswalkers was pretty good, though. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Essence Scatter into Tomebound Lich with a Gurmag Angler. I'm in for that. Dual swamp action, and then now go. Hopefully Essence Scatter something decent here. All right. And then now let's just play the Tomebound Lich. If I draw a land, I'll be happy to discard a land. Yeah, I discard a swamp now. Otherwise, I would have probably discarded like maybe the Oath of Jace. I don't know. Oath of Jace is pretty good at getting Gurmag Angler going, so they just don't have anything. Nice. All right. Let's discard Nimbus Naiad. Let's just pass the turn, leave up Essence Scatter. We're fueling this Gurmag Angler. I'm kind of assuming they're going to play something here. Obviously, it's a little bit telling that I discarded a 3-drop and just passed with mana up, but like, what are they going to do? Oh, well, I'm going to counter this. It finds a card I can't Essence Scatter, so it seems like it's worth doing. Discard Obnick's Cruelty, then play 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Yeah, let's leave the Cruelty. Play Gurmag Angler, pass the turn, still have Essence Scatter up, have Cruelty to get back with Possessed Scob. So this can scavenge, pay 5 mana to put 3 +1/+1 counters on a creature. Not super relevant right now, could obviously become relevant at some point. Let's see what they got. Hopefully it's not a removal spell for the Gurmag Angler, but I guess I can Possess Scob it back. Nemesis of Mortals? All right. Counter that one. To a 2-1 that embalms. Sure. This Baleful Eidolon can easily get discarded here. No, interesting. Or not. Well, happy to tap out for Possessed Scob here and get back. Just get the Obnick's Cruelty, because I feel like if I get back Essence Scatter, then they play a creature. I'd much rather just have a removal spell. And this looks like we've got this pretty firmly in hand. They didn't have a removal for a Gurmag Angler last turn. And even if they do, I still have 2 creatures in play. They have some stuff they can do from their graveyard, but it's not all that exciting. Oh, a 6/6? Oath of Leon was a pretty good draw. Let's just do that. So they can embalm it for 4 mana, but they're going to take enough damage here that I don't think that's going to matter. 4. If I draw a land, discard Baleful Eidolon. I really should discard Oath of Jace and just play Baleful Eidolon here. Just make it more likely I've got lethal going. I don't know what sweepers exist, but I didn't come here to play around sweepers. And let's see what they got. They have 4 mana to make a 6/6 or 4 mana to make a 2/1. I guess, yeah, one of those is better than the other. And I mean, they have to kill Gurmag Angler and possess Scob with that, and they can't play blockers because they know I have Obnix's Cruelty. What do they have? Soul Flare. Oh, a haster. I mean, that's cool, but doesn't look particularly close to being enough. They have like a fight spell. Oh, Savage Punch? Sure, yeah. And another one? Wow, impressive. Okay. I mean, that was actually really good. I mean, they're still dead, but that was good. Oh, this is going to sting. Because you can actually target them with Fell Stinger. Boom. All right, well, had it either way, but yeah, that was a nice little curve out. It worked out really nicely, and that puts us at 3-1, I think. So not bad, not bad. Smashed pretty handily, but still doing pretty well. I mean, in our one loss. Okay, the Ajani Mirror. And I'm on the play. It's going to be kind of interesting. Do I play a Baleful Eidolon on turn 2? We'll see. If I draw a land, my inclination is no, because bestowing it onto the Jessian Thief is pretty strong. And a 1/1 Death Touch is not that exciting, especially since I have a counter spell plus removal spell, so I can block most ground attackers. Oh, Tomebound Lich? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not going to do it then. I'd rather discard Baleful Eidolon if it came to it. Oh, I will Essence Scatter that, though. All right, land. No, now I'm going to play the Eidolon because, I mean, it worked out actually because then I wouldn't have gotten to Essence Scatter the 2/2, but Fell Stinger is a good reason to play it. Okay, land eventually. Land. Let's play the Jessian Thief. Let's go for it. They have a flash. It's something they could play. It might just be like a combat trick, which obviously wouldn't be very good. All right, this time I'm going to get my revenge on Goreclaw because I'm just going to kill the Goreclaw now. Attack for 3 and draw a card. Land. Oh, all right. Gurmag Angler's potentially getting there. Oh, no. Blows up my thing. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I actually need to Fell Stinger right now. I think I can Tomebound Lich because it has Death Touch. I'll grow the Cloudfin Raptor. Draw. I'll just discard the land. My hand is just really good, so don't really think I need to play the land. At some point I'll play the land for Possess Scob, but I'm not in a massive rush to do so. Tomebound Lich offers additional looting. I could also Fell Stinger and sack like the Jessian Thief if it doesn't look like I'm going to get in. I already got a card out of it. A Johnny. Okay, so what does this one do? Distributes counters, or they found a Ghost Blade Eidolon. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Let's go Possess Scob. Let's get back Obnix's Cruelty. I did do it first to grow the Cloudfin Raptor. Attack. All right. Yeah, all right. It's +1 to distribute counters, sure. So they could play this. They could bestow it on the Naturalists and then give it a bunch of counters and attack for like 1,000,000 damage. That might not be that bad, honestly. They could make it an 8/8 double strike. I guess I could chump with Possess Scob and then I would get to kill a Johnny and draw a card. Yeah, I think I actually prefer this. And if I can grow the Raptor, which I can with Gurmag Angler at the very least, then I'll be able to take down a Johnny with Cloudfin Raptor. Okay, so you kind of want to put 2 +1/+1 counters on the Conclave Naturalists. Otherwise, or you could do it that way. Now, Obnix's Cruelty can kill either of them. But remember, they did have, for a white and a green, they had an instant up and didn't play anything on turn 3 when they played the tap land. So, I don't know the cards in the set well enough, but Celestia Charm seems like a fairly likely one. And here's Kabira Takedown. Actually, that was probably the card. I took down that was the only thing I really could take down. Okay, so now Obnix Cruelty. I could fell Stinger and then just kill a Johnny, and I could sack the Jessian Thief. Yeah, that actually seems kind of good. And I have Jwari Disruption up as a way to be safe here. Jessian Thief, you've done your duty. Land. Attack. Okay, and then let's just go Gurmag Angler. Because then next turn I have 2 removal spells. I'm not keeping up Jwari Disruption, but I don't know how likely it is that that's going to be relevant with 7 mana on the other side of the board, even before they play 7-drop or land 8-drop. And then the combo of Obnix Cruelty plus, I'll take it here. I don't know if there's like a +6/+6 trick that would kill me. Actually, it would put me to 1, but this combo should kill most things. Let's lead with Oath of Liliana here. Okay, they didn't sack their Ghostblade Eidolon. Not a shocker. I'm at 11. I'm attacking here. Okay, they go to 3. Draw. Attempt to kill that. If they save it... Oh, that kills me. It has rebound. Now this does 12. I thought if they had a combat trick... All right, that's fair. I thought if they have the combat trick, at least that I wouldn't die. I would take... Oh, no, I guess it actually would have been 12. Oh, I didn't even math it right. All right, well, that was on me. You know. I would say that was not knowing the set, but that was also mostly just me. I could have played that one a little better. I think what I needed to do was probably just Ob Nixilis before attacking just to see what the landscape was. Because I knew about the -5/-5. Funny. Okay, well, let's see if I can get a couple more dubs here. A little pre-release here. I mean, this hand's great. Double Essence Scatter into Ob Cruelty plus Oath of Jace is like a refill. Yeah, that last game was eminently winnable. I think I liked what I was like the plays I made until that last turn. I probably just didn't need to attack with everything there. Like, if I leave the Tomebound Lich back, for example, and then cast Ob Nixilis' Cruelty, I was up enough cards. I really didn't need to, like, go completely nuts there to try to end the game right away. Opponent deciding whether to mulligan. Oh, they did. Don't like their chances. Essence Scatter is also better on the draw because you get to counter a 3-drop. I mean, it can be worse because if they play a 2-drop, obviously they get out under it, but if they don't have a 2-drop, it can be really strong to counter their 3. Well, there's a pretty strong 2, but I don't know. Essence Scatter into Cruelty into another Essence Scatter or something could be pretty good. Okay. Hexproof. Reach. Let's just pass the turn. See what they do. Okay, no other plays. I'll just kill that then. Felt like I could afford that. All right, I'm going to play the Dwari Disruption here as a land because I want to keep up Essence Scatter this turn. And then next turn, I can Oath of Jace here. Discard land, and I guess I could probably discard Baleful Eidolon. It feels like keeping land 6 when I have Dinner of a Horror is pretty good. I mean, I'm keeping up the most obvious Essence Scatter in the world, but that's okay. What are they going to do about it? And the answer is nothing. Do I want to play Dinner of a Horror? No. I could play Tomebound Lich, and then I could still discard the land if I wanted to. Yeah, I do. And then play Gurmag Angler. I'll keep Essence Scatter in the graveyard for the Possessed Scab because I have Obnix's Cruelty, so I don't need to keep the second Cruelty here. And now if I draw a land, I can do a of a Horror. Yeah, they're killing my Tomebound Lich. That's totally fine. Jace's thing triggering every turn is funny. Though, honestly, I think I'm just going to play a Gurmag Angler. Exile the Tomebound Lich. I don't know. Gurmag Anglers get the job done. And now if they play a creature, I get to bounce it. Their best case scenario is like killing a Gurmag Angler here, and then I attack them for another 5, and probably just played an Horror at that point. Boundary Lands, Ranger, land. Tidebinder Mage, their thing. That's funny, I forgot I had that card. Now they're at 5, facing down 2 Gurmag Anglers. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get the job done. All right. Getting into the territory of a reasonable record, at least. Don't mind that. All right, 4 and 2, battling against. That was the lizard from Bloomborough. Oh, look at this hand. If they're playing red or green and they play a red or green creature in the first turn, that's just going to be awesome. Oh, they played a Tidefin Raptor? That's actually pretty good. I'm just going to play Tidebinder Mage. I've got spells to play. Okay, good. They didn't play a red or green land. Oh, they didn't have a play this turn? That's going to make this Ashiok pretty good. Unless they have a counterspell. Nope, they have a Cycling Azorius Charm. That's just making my Ashiok's job easier. Hit the 2-1 flyer. All right. And then they're going to be able to play a creature next turn, most likely, and pump the Cloudfin Raptor, but Cloudfin Raptor cannot beat Ashiok very easily. Oh, they get to detain the Ashiok. Right? Or is that just detain? They should have detained the Ashiok. Wow. All right, well. I'm just going to nug and kill the Leo Sky Knight. I could have put the 2-1 into play to block, but I feel like Cloudfin Raptor is not really going to get the Ashiok dead anytime soon, so just plussing Ashiok and just turboing seems better to me. Yeah, let's just keep doing that. Wow, they have a lot of triplicate spirits here. And Linvala the Preserver. Okay, those are some cards. Unfortunately, I can't quite Gurmag Angler, but I'll be able to next turn, especially since, I'm going to Essence Scatter this. I'll block the Skirmisher. Gust of Wind. Not really going to get the job done, but okay. I'm just going to play Ashiok again. Go to 5 loyalty. Like, it does mean that Ashiok can't play any of those creatures, but still. It's a Pegasus. 13 cards left. They're just going to have trouble closing this even regardless. What is this? Oh, geez. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, let's land Nimbus Naiad, and I guess I'll play Gurmag Angler because the only downside is if I draw Possessed Scob, I guess, but I think just playing it is good. 9 cards left. Yeah, I might lose to Meadowmai if they have a way to push it through. Okay. Wow. Yeah, their deck looks incredible. Double Cloudfin Raptor, a bunch of triplicate spirits, multiple Thunderclap Wyverns and Liev Sky Knights. Sure. I guess I'll block their extra turns thing. Now they have 9 cards left. Yeah, I'm not going to get there. All right, I'm just super dead. Fair enough. Fair enough. I thought I would have that one, but no, definitely didn't. All right. Yeah, so far the set's been okay. I'm reserving judgment, but I think it's going to be back to the cube mines pretty quickly. So that'll probably do it for Pioneer Masters till it comes out on Arena. This was just the early access event. I'll be getting back to some cubes. Got a couple of those coming up. And yeah, Ashiok's a good card. This felt a lot more like Foundations than I thought it would. A lot of just ABC stuff. But, you know, I'm only 2 drafts in, so I guess we'll have to see. As always, I appreciate you hanging out. And you know what? I'll be back soon with some more cube drafts. See you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.